Hey guys, 732 Review Crew here. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
And this is Season 1, Episode 9 of Battlestar Galactica, titled...
Tie me up, tie me down.
Thank you, Joe.
Daddy. What?
Okay.
You're canceled.
Yeah. Now, as we continue our journey through Battlestar Galactica, last time we had an accusation about an Adama being a Cylon, as well as some interesting developments in the fleet. You know, he looks like Dr. Baltar's Cylon detector has become functional. But
There's one crucial error with it, though.
he tested the first person was a Cylon.
It's that he's the error.
Oh, yeah, he won't tell the truth, will
He
he?
gets to pick and choose.
I wonder, oh God. Now I wonder what's going to be found out this episode. I'm very curious to see how this progresses as we continue through this first season. But thank you for joining us. Oh no. Season 1, Episode 9 in 3, 2, 1. She's actually suspicious of it, isn't she?
Commander, here's Dr. Baltar's report.
Yeah. She's like fucking robot scum.
You can only do one person at a time, and verification takes hours.
Does it?
I didn't last
So
episode.
who's going to go first?
Well, I think people in sensitive positions should go first.
I completely agree. How about you?
Excuse me.
If you're a Cylon, I'd like to know.
At least she's up front.
If I'm a Cylon, you're really screwed.
Show everyone in the fleet that they
Yeah.
can trust the people at the top.
Ooh, okay, that's a good idea.
She's right.
You should go first. I'll go first.
I think that's good. I do.
She should go second, though.
She should go second.
She should go second, yeah.
I like how that report does not include Boomer being a Cylon.
Yeah, wait. Hey!
Oh, they're just showing off. They know
Little boy.
That's a cool room. It's just like a stargazing room.
The observation deck? Oh, yeah.
Been acting kind of funny lately. He's been making all these weird calls from his quarters, you know, super secret.
This just started?
A few days ago.
Billy Kakaya, are you pumping me for information about the old man?
Spy, that's what you are.
Just asking a couple of questions.
Well, I hope you like the answers.
Yeah, instead of asking her about herself, yeah.
You're gonna get for a while.
Woo!
She's like, we can still see each other, but like, I'm not telling you anything.
Exhaustion, paranoia.
You're right. It could be any of those things. But what if it's not?
What if he's a Cylon and he's covering for the other Cylon, which is actually Adama, and that's the twist?
It's not him.
I agree.
It's not him.
I agree.
47,905 blood samples. 11 hours to test each one for Cylon indicator. 21,956 days.
Holy fuck.
60.1534 years.
Why don't I just build a second machine?
He's going crazy, isn't he?
Why would two of us stuck in a lab for this long? Does he at least have a sample running? Otherwise, this is kind of pointless.
No waste of time, Baldur. Oh, God.
Man, is someone gonna walk in?
They should just over the blood samples.
Sir, what are you doing?
They're all contaminated. Yep, right over the blood samples.
Yes!
No!
No way.
What's up, Doc?
Just keeping up with the old exercises.
You know, I asked for it, but I hated it.
It's the middle of the afternoon. You can zip up your fly.
There is something very intriguing about it.
Very good, very good.
Bro, man is actually out of his fucking mind.
Oh, he's out of liquor.
I mean, weren't they brewing some?
Well, that's bootleg.
So what?
This man only drinks the finest scotch, right? Oh, fuck. I mean, it was your last drink, dude, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, you could have had it.
Okay. It's him fighting his alcoholism.
Oh shit.
They better get him before he fucking...
Single raider, looks like a recon patrol. Apollo and Beehive already have them in their sight. Where's the old man?
He's not aboard, sir.
Not aboard. Where the hell is he?
He left in a Raptor about an hour ago. No flight plan.
Yeah, wait, what?
Where did Adama go?
I winged him. Looks like I got his weapon system.
Oof.
He jumped.
Start the clock.
Order the fleet to execute emergency jump procedures. Every single raider, bearing 881, Karam, 247. I see him. I see him. It's the same raider. What?
Something seems sus.
Behaving erratically. Looks like he's just flying around in circles.
Wounded bird can't fly home.
What's he doing?
He's just flying.
It's pretty sus.
Yeah, why was he in a raptor? Like, that raptor. Huh? He's got a pen pal?
Why did it look like number 6?
Yeah, it did look like number 6. Is she in his head implanted now?
Oh. No, it can't be, because he already threw out the last one, remember? Is it the XO's ex-wife?
Colonel Tigh,
Yeah.
allow me
This is
to
his wife.
meet your wife.
Is she a Cylon?
That would be... No.
Ellen.
How do you find her? The fuck?
Yeah, what?
This is surprising to you?
Man, they're everywhere, huh?
Well, they didn't go to the cabin like they were supposed to, you know?
I've won weight centurions before, and they never sent an entire army after me.
They're after me.
Doctor, I would like you to call me the moment Commander Adama's test is complete. Will you do that?
Commander Adama cancelled his test a short time ago.
What?
Why?
Why?
I don't know. He gave me another sample and said it had priority.
Whose?
I'll just check.
It's hers, isn't it? Oh no.
Some woman called Ellen.
Oh, his. Oh,
It's XO's.
Dr. Balter, I would like you to resume testing Commander Adama's blood sample immediately. Thank you.
Why can't he build a second detector?
Because they need a nuclear warhead for it, remember?
I feel like they're not using the whole warhead.
Saul, I don't remember the last few weeks.
Now I understand why he wanted it tested.
Yeah, the president definitely fucked up by superseding him.
Why is this Cylon flying so sus?
Why was the Cylon's eye yellow instead of red?
You have dinner plans? What? Come on.
She's definitely a Cylon.
Girlfriend?
Official business.
Feels like old times.
I'd explain, but...
It's classified.
Was that his honeypot bot?
It's just too specific, though.
I'll be here.
Seems too sus. Way too sus.
She came back and just jumped on it to have sex with him.
She's like, I just forgot my memory. It's okay.
You want to be very, very careful with what you just said.
Excuse me, Colonel, but I would advise you right now not to say anything that you will regret.
I know exactly where he was.
You do?
He was picking up my wife. Turns out she's been unconscious aboard the Rising Star ever since the attack.
Oh my God. That's fantastic. It's amazing.
Yes.
Ellen? Your wife's name is Ellen?
Yes, it is.
She's like,
Very
oh,
much like to meet your wife.
now it makes sense why he paused his order.
Resume the test on Ellen.
Bro, stop flip-flopping. Just finish the test.
Guy.
Did you shut the door?
She kind of reminds me of an older Six. Right?
Kinda, yeah.
I have my ways.
So sus, dude.
Just
She was gone for 3 weeks with no memory, and first thing she wants to do is this. Oh, XO.
yes. The people I talk to are mostly hopeful and optimistic.
That's good to hear.
I love how they're like keeping an eye on her by being there.
Still might wonder if a kindergarten teacher is really the right person to be president, but this is a tiny, tiny minority.
Literally.
Thank you, dear. Bill, you must be so proud of your sons.
Oh. Sons.
I can only imagine what Zach must look like now.
Zach passed away a couple of years ago.
I'm sorry.
Didn't know that, though.
Yeah, but she's selling authenticity. Stop.
Is that Lee?
I think so.
She looks like number 6. Come on now. Everybody sees it? I see it.
The strange thing is, no one can recall giving you any medical assistance until about a week ago.
It's a miracle I'm alive.
I think I better clear some of these dishes.
Where's Earth? And when do we get there?
Yeah, it's classified information.
Oh. Well, come on, if there are no privileges of being an Exo's wife, then what's the point?
Perhaps you don't know that the Cylons look like us now.
Yes, I knew that.
Most people just found out a few days ago.
Any one of us can be a Cylon.
That was nice.
Oh man, I don't know if she's a Cylon anymore now.
Jesus, I just think she looks like a spitting image of an older number 6.
Thank you so much for
Bro, it's the Exo's wife. Predates number 6.
Oh, hang on.
I love the president.
Doesn't even turn to look at her.
Be careful. Yeah, well.
Mom, dad, and the son.
You actually think that woman is a Cylon?
Well, if she's not, then we're all in a lot of trouble.
Helen used to encourage the worst instincts in this guy. Bring out this self-destructive streak in him.
Used to?
That was a beautiful, beautiful scene.
Also, so on par when you're at a family gathering and the annoying people leave, and then everyone immediately talks shit about them.
Why aren't you running? You keep going and going. You never get tired.
Adrenaline! I'm not gonna die here, and I'm not gonna let you die here either.
He literally can't walk, and he's like, "How are you still going?"
Adrenaline, bitch.
Colonel,
Doctor. Woo!
I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I'm Dr. Gaius.
Baltar, I know exactly who you are. Pleasure's all mine.
Something here, isn't there? And you should be watching her.
Told you, that's a number 6, but for him.
But I can't. Another time, perhaps.
Number 6 over his shoulder is like,
Dude,
stay away.
I actually love that where he was like, "I'm getting dirty thoughts," and she's like, "Hello."
It was just a little bit of harmless flirting.
No.
She's bad.
They said that.
In the middle of dinner,
She's gonna blame him.
Bill put his hand on my leg.
Ellen, I'm not falling for this.
Thank God. Okay, he's smart.
He'd come into my room and he'd touch me.
Why are you doing this? You're lying.
I am not! He was on that ship! Prove it. Come on!
What is this drama, dude?
It's a domestic abuse, yo.
Yeah.
I have started.
Why he's an alcoholic, dude.
Twice already now, so I'm running a little behind.
Twice?
My fault. Long story.
Your fault.
No, you probably shouldn't have. In all honesty, I think it's fair to say that your behavior recently has been odd.
My behavior. What did it Cylon me?
No, making me. What is it called?
Where did you hear that? Have you been spying?
Ladies and gentlemen, please. We're in a laboratory. There are hazards everywhere. That's a thermonuclear bomb, for frack's sake.
Whether or not his wife is a Cylon, she's nothing but trouble. I wanted her close to me.
I told you. I told you he wanted me.
Oh, lovely.
You have been secretly visiting my wife?
No! Yes, but it's complicated.
I told you. He's been after me for years.
What?
Dude, fuck this person.
I think we should all just take a deep breath.
I was afraid that she might be a Cylon. I brought her blood over here and had it tested.
That's why you canceled your test.
How'd you know about that?
You didn't tell me he was testing my wife.
You met with the president.
She thought you might be a Cylon.
I know.
Oh my god, bro.
That's a great episode so far.
That was awesome.
Oh, it's red now.
It woke back up.
That's a scan thing means.
We will.
Sorry to tell you this, but I think it's been playing with us the entire time, just waiting to see how we react.
Playing with us.
Yeah.
Order the flight leader to destroy the target.
Oh! Galactica hot dog, the Raider just took off!
Because it's
Hot
reading
dog.
comms.
He's on a suicide run.
Oh shit.
She just understands those Cylons. Observation deck?
Oh no, the pretty room that they showed us for the first time this episode. Those bastards.
Had a hunch.
Oh.
Good call.
One question.
Because I was worried.
That she might be a Cylon.
And if she wasn't, I know how you feel about her, Saul. She's been a negative force in your life, and I'm sorry about that, but it's the truth.
Maybe she was. Everything was different. She was different. I was different.
She saved our ship.
Nice.
Just doing my job.
You do your job good. That's why I need you, Saul. That, and that we're friends. And I don't want anything to come between that, not even Ellen.
Men.
The bromance is strong.
I love you, bro. Fucking love you, bro. So she did deviate.
I think she loves him now that she can't live without him.
It bothers you, doesn't it?
What gets him in the end?
I don't know how I felt about
No,
that
it
matching
bothers you
zipper
that you'd never
aesthetic.
experienced it. I can't help wondering what it would be like to feel that intensely.
So they don't know what love is, supposedly.
He doesn't.
She seems like she did. She did love Gaius. She actually loved Gaius, I think.
I think that was that subtle nod to it, yeah.
Huh.
Green, everyone.
She's not a Cylon. I hate her already.
Is definitely human.
She's the most sus human ever.
She's just a terrible human being.
I completely understand.
Did he not switch it
But let's
back?
be sure and test you.
Because remember he flipped his color scheme around for
With me, Bill. Try to remember that.
for Boomer.
Frank wouldn't be either, Ellen.
If only they knew that everyone passes these days.
Well, it's so much simpler that way.
What? Oh, because he worships God now instead of gods.
What did her test really say?
I'll never tell.
Bro! Oh my god, I literally said this at the beginning of the fucking episode!
Frack!
What was the point of building a machine if you... How does no one...
Yeah, I also think it's funny because they were like, they assigned Gata to like oversee and work with him, but somehow he just finagled his way out of just remaining to work alone.
Bro,
Do you have any new Cylon theories?
Well, I'm gonna go with Ellen.
No.
You don't think Ellen is?
I think it was so on the nose, and then when they just were like, haha, it's a mystery. Like,
So-
I don't think so.
I'll add Ellen to the board.
Can I just say he is misplaying, the doctor's misplaying his hand though, because if he were to just, if he's passing everyone or he's allowed to pick, why not just lie and just say, oh yeah, the test is 15 minutes. Here we go. You're good. You're human.
Because they still need-
everyone's a human. Yay.
Because they still need empirical data, probably, that the test was actually run. But that was a good call by Mike saying, oh my God, is it, the test's going to be flipped because of, technically, he didn't flip the test.
It might be. We'll never know.
So to go over some of the notes I had in this, we start with the president still being suspicious of Adama. Now, unfortunately, that we won't even know because if his test result is positive or negative, because it's always going to be negative right now based on what the switching. So I thought it was interesting that she was suspicious of him, Adama, especially because I don't feel like he's been giving us any reason to be suspicious. Because if he was trying to, eradicate humanity like Cylons want to, kind of, it seems, he wouldn't have just, saved them.
I actually don't think that that's necessarily their... I think they're trying to learn everything they can. I feel like they're almost treating it as like endangered species territory.
Yeah, I was getting pet vibes because the way Number 6 kind of treats them is like
it's giving me more and more of that vibe that like they could have or could destroy them, and they are instead. I mean, maybe they're not. Maybe they can't catch them. I don't know.
Next thing I had was Billy went on a date with Dee in the observation room, which I believe was either destroyed or saved.
No, it was saved.
But
it was saved. It looked like it blew up.
But we have
in front of the observation.
They're advancing their date, a little cute, but it was because the president wanted him to investigate more into that.
Which I was so disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
In that.
But we found out that he was making secret calls and trips to the ship that had Colonel's wife, Exo's wife.
Sure, but that's actually, therein lies the issue of the entire episode, is that she shouldn't have said anything and he should have never asked her. Because the moment she said that, the president got her double confirmation of her suspicions, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. So if instead she had kept a private military matter private,
So we found out, by the way, there was 47,905 people on the fleet, the flotilla.
Yep.
And that it would take 21,965 hours to test all of them, which is about 61 years.
Accounting for sleeping occasionally.
For 1 year out of 60 years.
Now, that's crazy considering that would literally be beyond the lifespan of some people. Not feasible, obviously, by himself, which is why maybe he's going to fake the test.
I think that's what the point they were illustrating is that, like, this is not, even though they have the detector, this is not going to be like, oh, we can test everyone now.
I agree.
It's only going to be good for if they have enough suspicion to be like, okay, well, we're locking you up for 12 hours.
Yeah.
Now, we meet Ellen, the Exo's wife, and we've been teased her slightly in some episodes where he has the photograph, and it seems like obviously he was trying to get over her. We find out in this episode that she cheated on him with half the fleet, whether that's hyperbole or not, who knows. And it seems like she was just a general toxic human being as we watched her do what she did to Lee during
it didn't seem like much of a rumor because she hit on everybody. So
I'm dying. Hold on.
Cylon.
And she did the
Cylon
leg under the table.
Yeah,
thing.
that was weird. And then she blamed Adama. Now, she could be a Cylon. As the board is updated, I'm going to say I believe she is the Cylon still. We're never going to find out fully. But I feel like she's his version of number 6.
I know you said that.
And number 6, I feel like, is an espionage unit that's main job is to infiltrate and maybe seduce people who are able to be seduced by her and gain information, which is why she can never get confidential information, is because the two Adamas are tight-lipped. The Adama's tight-lipped as well as the Colonel's tight-lipped.
And that's just the president.
But Baltar was not tight-lipped, which is why it worked on him. Now, I don't know if I'm right there with that theory, but that's my theory.
What do you mean he wasn't tight-lipped?
Baltar was not tight-lipped with number 6, whereas Colonel, the XO, obviously him being the Colonel, and Adama, because she asked them questions, but every single time she asked, they said it was confidential. Whereas it feels like Baltar would use his work and whatnot as a bragging point, and she even helped him with it a little bit. It feels like the other two, like I said, Colonel and Adama would have said no, confidential.
Sure, gotcha.
So she leaned into that and was more successful with the espionage. Now, she obviously fell in love with him, it seems, at the end of this episode, because when we're sitting there, we have the one, I forgot his name.
Wait, who?
Number 6 obviously fell in love with Baltar.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I was like, what?
Yeah, you're fine. It seems like, because we had Aaron Doral, it's his name. The Aaron Doral Cylon was like, I wonder what it would be like that intense about something.
And then she did like a grimace.
She did a bunch of facial expressions.
Because in this episode, we see Sharon has fallen actually in love with Hilo. So
even if it means dragging his dead, limp body through the sewers.
So it's interesting to see that Cylons can get intense feelings for people. And maybe it's because they can't get feelings for each other that way because they're not programmed to interact with each other that way. But a human is a variable that interacts.
Treat them that way, and in turn, maybe I did really appreciate that at least Hilo was like, "How are you still walking? This is insane."
Well, I feel like that's how we're finally going to get the Boomers a Cylon reveal, is if they manage to get off of
Hilo's going to be like, don't let us come aboard. She's a Cylon.
Well, I thought they were going to get aboard, and then Boomer and Sharon were going to see each other, and then we're going to be like, it's you!
Now, I'm slightly disappointed, speaking of Boomer, in Baltar for not telling on her.
What?
Because I know obviously he's like, believing in the Cylon God and working with Six for some reason, but I still feel like that was a mistake by him, because it obviously, number 6 was like, don't trust her when when they're in a talking, or be careful with her when she came to get tested.
Yeah, I don't know why he's holding that. It's very confusing.
But as of now, she's going to remain incognito for the rest of, the foreseeable future.
Sure. Whereas if they do arrive at the ship, well, I mean, they would just destroy both, because clearly they're both Cylons.
Correct.
Right.
Now, we also had the Cylon ship was playing with them, maybe?
No, it seems like... What do you mean?
The Cylon ship was damaged. It was just kind of...
I was getting the vibes that it got disabled, and it was limping around, and everyone, and like, they were like, obviously studying it, but then like it kind of like got that last reserve once it realized that there was no rescue coming, and like gathered its strength and went for a suicide run, which is like, kind of a human thing to do, since they're like partially organic.
Interesting. I don't know. It just was interesting that they managed to disable it, and then it was jumping. Maybe it was damaged so much that it couldn't make that far of a jump back.
The other more interesting thing is also that it flew at the Galactica. It didn't fly at like, it wasn't just going for damage.
Going to Galactica.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting. It kind of shows that like, why if they're just trying to exterminate mankind,
right?
Wouldn't it just the closest ship?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just so curious. I'm also curious about the relation between Ellen and Six. Like, I think they're related, and they're used. But the reason why I'll say is just because
they're blonde.
No, but because of their actions too. Like Ellen, they're both trying to be sabotage, espionage units, and Ellen used the weakness of alcohol and is trying to seduce Tigh to get there, whereas Six knows just to use sex with Baltar.
Sure, but in reality, number 6 is actually designed off of Ellen and her shitty, terrible behavior.
Pretty funny if it
is what I'm saying.
Well, actually, no. Six is very faithful to Baltar.
Yeah, dude, I'm just saying. Like, it seems like
I think there's absolutely no relation.
Yeah, I think there's no relation.
I don't think Ellen's a Cylon.
I don't think she's like, that's her model. It just sounds like she fucking sucks.
Though it would be funny if we found out that number 6 was designed off of younger Ellen.
That would be hysterical.
That would be funny, and then Mikey could get his points.
But that would be interesting, because that would mean that the Cylons were developed back when she was.
Well, we never got a timeline.
Interesting. I don't know. It was only one way for us to get that timeline, though.
40 years.
It's been 40 years, which means at any point in that 40 years, they might have got a model design from number 6.
Interesting theory, friends. Now, anything else you have to bring up? Anything else you want to say for this episode?
No.
I don't have anything else either. We went through my discussions. So, thank you for joining us. We're the 732 Review Crew. I'm Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
This was Battlestar Galactica Season 1, Episode 9, I believe, at this point. If you did enjoy this reaction, or theories, or anything below, let us know in the comments below. Let us know your favorite tinfoil hat, Cylon finger pointing.
I'm just waiting for the end of Season 1 big reveal. Because
it's got to have one.
I hope we get to see God.
I do too. Make sure you do like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out our Patreon, which has full lengths, as well as a poll tier to help pick movies for the month, as well as replacement shows. Thank you for joining us. Bye.
Bye.
Toodaloo.